the good will be great. We can't afford to play safe. You want it now, well don't wait. You miss all the shots you don't take. Hey, yeah, I know what you told me. If you want it that bad, then show me. You gotta want it more than I do. Cause I see the greatness inside you, yeah. We may rise, we may fall, yeah, but we got way more in store. Don't slow down, we can't afford to, yeah. They so great, they can't ignore you. We ain't come to break even. We ain't done, we ain't leaving. We don't stop, we don't quit. You want the victory, well here it is.
I just heard him die. Well, it's July 16th, and Shellpfeffer and I just got out here to this 27-acre piece that we hunt just off of the main farm that we hunt in the fall. And today we're setting up a cage blind, permanent hub blind. We're gonna set it up over here where this trail comes in. Earlier this summer I came in. This used to be an old campfire ring, and I put this water hole here in the middle. We're gonna plant this into a food plot, probably a brassica and clover mix this fall. There's a couple of deer in here that we should be able to target this year. There was a mature 6-pointer and one pretty nice mature 8-pointer that were in here pretty consistently last year. So should take us probably a good portion of the afternoon here, but we're gonna get going and make a dynamite spot for this fall.
They'll never know.
Like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in the cage, I'ma let out the hood, out the hood, out the wake up, get out the sheets. We came from one man, forget that peace. We take the rest out.
I've been sitting over this bean field the last couple of nights and have gotten some pretty good looks at a few nice bucks. The main buck I've been kind of trying to get a glimpse of is this buck that I'm calling Mac. He's a 4-year-old 10-pointer and he's pretty wide. Mac showed up right away as soon as I was done with that interview. That was awesome, and he worked from probably, I don't know how far that is, maybe 300, 400 yards, right down here to the end of the point and worked that little licking branch. That was awesome. Well, it is finally opening day of the archery season here in Wisconsin, and me and Elliott couldn't be more thrilled to be back in a tree. We took the 3-hour drive yesterday over to our western Wisconsin property, and there's 2 deer in particular that we're kind of going after here. One we call Brahma. He's an ancient deer. We estimate him to be 8.5. He's just a gigantic body, 6-pointer, and he's been frequenting the cameras fairly often. And there's also one, he's a 5-year-old 10-pointer, and he's been on the cameras a lot. It's only about 3:30 now, so we got 4 hours left to be in a tree before close. So we're gonna sit tight. Hopefully we have some action and it turns out to be a good opening day. We're jacked to be here. not sure what this 1.5-year-old buck was doing. He was flying around to the north there by the tractor path. Went back and then came hauling all the way down here to the water hole. It looked like he was an elk in a wallow there for a little while. And then we had this nice 2-year-old 8-pointer step out, and they sparred for a little bit. So that was a pretty entertaining way to most likely cap off the night here. Like I said, we got, I think, 5 or 6 minutes of legal shooting left, but odds are it's probably not going to happen here in the last couple minutes, but if anything more steps out, we'll try and show you, but otherwise, it was a pretty entertaining night here in Wisconsin. Well, it's the morning of October 15th, and Elliott and I are in the Big Woods Waterhole stand this morning. It's pretty cool this morning. Temps, I think the low is like 39. The wind is supposed to pick up quite a bit. It's pretty calm right now, so we did bump a couple deer on the way in. They were out feeding in the big field to our south here. Our main target again this morning is that mature 8-pointer. He was on this waterhole a few days ago, so we're thinking we could be in a pretty decent spot. It just opened up a few minutes ago, so we got plenty of daylight here. Probably just going to sit here for a couple hours and enjoy the morning and see what we see.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off.
Barely 5 o'clock. He said, is it even 5 o'clock? 5:10. Can you see him? It hasn't been too bad of a sit so far. I think we've seen 3-year-old bucks and 1 decent 2-year-old. He didn't fully commit to coming in. He got a little weirded out. I think the wind swirled a little bit. He just walked off to the bedding over to the southeast. The wind calmed down really good. The rain held off, so we're thinking we could see something good yet here. We're just going to sit tight and hopefully we have enough camera light to get the close. So we'll see what happens. It's a buck.
Is it?
Yeah,
Nice one.
hard to tell. Looks decent. That 8-pointer's coming this way. Well, it's the afternoon of October 30th, and Elliott and I just got set up in a new spot tonight. Wind is blowing out of the west-northwest, so it should be a good night. The wind is supposed to die down pretty low towards the end of the night. Things should get real quiet, so we'll sit tight, enjoy the night, and hopefully the deer start moving. It's been pretty slow so far tonight. Anything can happen, it only takes a minute. is on left. Where that will be, we're not totally sure yet, but we will figure it out and keep after it. It is the afternoon of November 1st, and Elliott and I made a game plan this morning to pack up, load up the truck, and make the trip back home for a few days. Conditions are still good like they have been. It's a little warmer than it has been the past few days. It's like 40 degrees right now with like 10 mile an hour southwest wind. So, main target on this farm is that buck that we're calling Saggy. But as with the rut, you never know what could show up. We could get a stranger cruising through here at any time. So we're going to sit back, relax, and hopefully we have a good night. Is it? I thought I saw G4s. Well, I'm not even totally sure what time it is right now. It's been so long since I've checked my phone. We've been absolutely covered in deer since we got in the tree. It's been impossible to even count the amount of deer, even bucks that we've seen. They've just been chasing and running everywhere. I'm sure we've seen the same bucks countless times, but we know for sure that we've had 3 bucks that are at least 4, and the 1 5.5-year-old shooter. 2 of the bucks, it's the first time that I've seen him on the hoof. The one buck that we call Mac is a super nice 4-year-old, and another buck that we call Curls. It's been a phenomenal morning so far. There's does just everywhere, hammer and acorn still all around us. But we're gonna stick it out here yet because any moment things could go crazy again. So we'll see what happens. But phenomenal November 2nd so far. Down to about the last 15 minutes here. No sighting of the one mature deer that we're after again. But we did see that good 4-year-old that we call Curls again just a few minutes ago, and he's really nice. Don't even really know how many bucks we've seen. 15 plus at least, could be 20 for all we know. It's hard to count, but make a game plan and we'll be out in the morning. Not sure where yet, but we'll be out here somewhere. I can't shoot him though. Yeah, I don't want to shoot him there really. It's behind that tree anyways. No. There's branches in the way. Half hour or so ago, I saw a buck to our south coming up on top of the ridge. And he's not a deer that we were really familiar with, but we both kind of agreed in the tree that we were going to try and shoot him if he presented an opportunity. And he got a quick drink at the mud hole here behind us, and he made a scrape at like 38 yards. And there's a sapling that's pretty leafy yet still. That was right in my lane, or I would have tried to shoot him in the scrape, but there was too much stuff in the way. And he kind of worked off to the west a little bit. And I might have, thinking back, I might have had a lane to shoot him, but I was worried about an overhanging branch getting in the way. He would have been at like 35 yards. My arrow probably would have went under it, but I just didn't feel super comfortable with it right in that second, so I didn't take the shot. So I'm a little sick to my stomach right now, and kind of regretting not trying to shoot that deer, but it's frustrating. Oh, that's a big buck too. Bunch of deer, bunch of bucks. Here comes Mac. Where's that second buck? It's November 5th this morning. Elliott and I came to a different spot on the southern side of the property that we call the Big Woods Water Hole. We came here because this camera right here down below on the water is the one that our target buck is on by far the most. We haven't had an encounter with him here yet, but gotta think that he beds somewhere down in this area, and he hits this water somewhat regularly, so we figured we'd give it a shot. Wind is more west right now, it should be okay. November 18th this morning, and that brings opening day of the Wisconsin gun season. We crawled up into the blind this morning, overlooking the high field. It's super calm this morning, like 30 degrees. Just heard our first shot. It's like 6:40. It opened at 6:33, so we're gonna sit tight here for a few hours, probably till 10 or 11, see what happens. Buck. the water hole that's just to our south here, maybe 200 yards at the most. So we know he's definitely in the area. He's been a difficult deer to hunt this year. We've only seen him on the hoof one time, and pictures are kind of sporadic, but he's obviously here. He's been here the whole time. He's just a hard deer to find, so we're hoping we can get him to come out tonight. It's a beautiful day, clear skies, calm. It's like high 20s right now, so it's pretty cool today. It's like 1:30 now, so we got a good 2.5 hours or so of sitting left. Hopefully the deer start making their way into this field pretty early, and we can have an exciting night, and hopefully we finally end the story of chasing Saggy, because it's been a grind this year. Not a bad looking buck. That 6-pointer has been around, huh? Really? He looks kind of old. Another doe behind him. Today is Saturday, November 25th. Elliott and I crawled into a blind in a spot that we call the east-west field. It's not too far from where we were last night, and it kind of splits the difference on the camera, where we've been getting Saggy very often. He was out middle of the day today, like 10:45, over the Big Woods water hole. So we're hoping he's going to come out in this big field tonight and feed. He's been a hard deer to get an encounter with, but we're feeling pretty good about tonight. We think we might finally have it figured out, so we're gonna sit here. We got at least 3 hours, and hopefully the deer start coming out quick and we have a good night. Try to get comfortable. Or do you need to scoot that chair forward? No, I think I'll be alright. Ready? Are you ready? Yes. Dropped him. Did I? Yeah. I couldn't see. Dropped him, dude. He's moving a little bit. I put it right on his shoulder. I couldn't even swallow. My freaking heart. It's in my throat. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, we got him. We got him. Oh, yeah. Well, this is the buck that we called Saggy. He was the main target for me going into this year. He's at least 5.5. He could be possibly 6.5. We saw him a ton as a 3 and 4-year-old, and he kind of was on farther to the north of the property. And last year, after Elliott got Future with the gun, it kind of seemed like he took over Future's range, and he really made his core south down here, kind of between the foundation and this east-west field, through this thick timber here by the Big Woods waterhole. The one day we did see him, we were talking, we think it was November 1st, pretty sure. That was probably the best day we had all year. We had a good feeling about coming into this spot tonight. It was either here or the foundation field that we really thought that we would be able to get him. And just super thankful that he stepped out tonight and I got a chance to put a good shot at him, because deer was kind of grinding my gears a little bit. We just could not seem to catch up with him. Super thankful that we did. Super appreciative to Elliott and Tony. All the time they let me come out here. It's just awesome. Couldn't ask for much more than to be sitting behind another mature Wisconsin buck. Just the greatest feeling in the world. Yeah, it's icing on the cake of the season. Airplane. Classic.
Like this. Okay, this is how I hurt my back yesterday. Think we can do this? Oh yeah. Too many deer. Too many deer lifting.